Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask the DM and DF, what are they up to? We're going to ask the Divine Masculine what's going on in their life. We're going to ask the DF what's going on in their life. We're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot deck for the Divine Masculine. We're going to use the Beautiful Creatures deck for the Divine Feminine. Please feel free to switch roles if you identify more so with the other side, as we are all the Divine Masculine and we are all the Divine Feminine, and we are all trying to balance out our own DM and DF energies to balance out each other as we all share a soul. Okay, so let's ask. Let's ask our beautiful Divine Masculines first. What's going on? What's happening? What's going on in your life right now? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening in your life? What are you doing? What are you all doing? Beautiful Divine Masculines. Two cards. What are you doing? What's going on? What's going? Beautiful Divine Masculines. What's going on? Yeah, that's very interesting. So we got Two of Pentacles. So it's almost like they have too many balls in the air. And so they're trying very hard to balance out right now. Maybe just a little too much going on. At the same time, we got the Justice card, Soul Contract, which is beautiful. They are working on their soul contract. If you're wondering what they're doing, the beautiful Divine Masculines, well, they're working on their soul contract right now on the Twin Flame Journey, and they are trying to balance out. Usually when I see this card, it means they are trying, whether consciously or unconsciously, they are trying to balance out their own Divine Masculine and their own Divine Feminine energies. Beautiful. That is what the Divine Masculine is up to. What is the Divine Feminine up to? Two cards, please. What are they doing? What is the Divine Feminine doing? Two cards. What is Divine Feminine doing? Two cards. What are they doing? Well, that's interesting. So it's like the heartbreak, right? So we have Three of Swords. So it's like they're kind of feeling their heartbreak right now, the Divine Feminines. But we also have this Seven of Cups. And so they're trying to get out of this disillusionment at the same time, which is great. So even though they're feeling this heartbreak for the Divine Feminines, they are trying to get out of this illusion, right? It's like they understand, or maybe they don't understand that it's an illusion because it's reversed. So either they're trying to get out of this illusion or they're not understanding that this is an illusion. But let's go ahead and grab some other cards. What else? What else is going on? What is the Divine Masculine doing right now? What is the Divine Masculine doing? Two cards. I'll use this deck. What is the Divine Masculine doing? Two cards. What are they up to? What are the DMs up to right now? What are they up to? Beautiful DMs. What are you up to? Okay, well, that's interesting. It's almost like it's an inner adventure at this time. It's not like it's like they're not going outside of themselves for an adventure. It's like they're going inside for this adventure. It's like they realize they're going into this unknown. It's like they have no idea what is happening, but they also are starting to compare what's going on. It's like they're comparing themselves to, I don't know. Let me get a clarifier on this. Why is this here? Why is adventure reversed to comparison? Like what are they comparing right now? What are the DMs doing right now? What does this have to do with? Because we can't compare ourselves to other people. You can't. It's like everyone's a different type of fruit. Like you can't compare apples and oranges, right? So we got compromise reverse. So that's interesting. So it's almost like they're not really willing to compromise at this time. And it's like they're comparing themselves to other people instead of so like DMs. It's like if you're doing this, if you're continually saying, hey, this is my perceptive and that, or I'm sorry, that's my perception and that's your perception. And like my way's the right way and your way's the wrong way. It's like they're asking you to compromise. So that's the guidance, is to compromise if you're actually doing this. If you're comparing yourself, please know we are all one. It's like everyone's an aspect of you. Everyone's a mirror. They're just mirroring an aspect of you. And so they're asking you to go on this adventure. They're asking you to go on this adventure of this inner work. And like, that's not for me to tell you what that is. It's like, that's like your soul work, right? Let's ask the divine feminine. What's happening? What are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing, beautiful divine feminines? What are you doing right now? Two cards. What's going on? What's happening? Yeah, it's like I totally relate to this card. Oh my god. It's like you're trying not to feel like you're in between worlds right now. It's like you're hanging by a thread here. And you're just like, oh my god. It's like I'm between this world of 3D and spiritual. It's like I understand this world. This is where I came from, but now I'm moving to this world, and this world is very esoteric. This world where I'm, even though my intuition is telling me one thing, nothing in the physical is really proving it to me at this time. It's like everything's just all in my own intuition, third eye, that type of thing. So it's almost like they're asking you to trust that, all right? You're not schizophrenic. They're asking you to trust in your guidance. They're asking you to take this gamble. They're asking you to, yes, keep reaching for this esoteric. It's okay to stay grounded as best you can, but at the same time, reach for the stars on this one. And yes, just being in existence, it's like you are everything. It's like I am, right? I am the world. So that's very beautiful. So what I'm getting from this is the divine feminine really working on this whole what does it mean to exist, right? What is this? So I always like to say the ego is the existential God oneness. It's like you are the avatar of your soul, right? And you are the existential God oneness. You are embodying the soul. You are the soul having a body, and so your soul trying to lead you in that direction of existentialism. Okay, let's ask another deck though. What else are you doing? What else are you doing? Let's go. Let's try this deck. What's going on with the divine masculine? What are you guys doing? We'll just do one card each. One card each with this deck. What is the divine masculine's doing right now? One card. One card, please. What is the DM's doing right now? What's up? What's up? Yeah, pioneer. Okay, but it's reverse. It's almost like, it's like, yes, the DMs are a pioneer. And so to be a pioneer, again, you have to trust because no one else has done it before. Really, there's really no one out there that's really doing what you're doing right now. And so, but some of you are almost like giving up on this pioneering. It's like, yes, think of the old-fashioned pioneers when they pioneered onto new lands and how whatever happened, there were outbreaks, right? They were, animals to contend with. There were just, starvation, not enough, resources. People would die of the freezing cold, right? But if it wasn't for the pioneers, we wouldn't be here. Or, and of course, there's some shadows to that too, right? With, stealing land, of course. We don't like to venerate those people. But anyway, being a pioneer is not easy. This is not an easy journey. And so they're asking you in the midst of suffering to keep going with being the pioneer. Okay, don't give up. All right, keep on trucking. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. What's the divine feminine up to? What are they up to? What is the divine feminine up to right now? One card. is going on here? Yeah, big one right here, big one. So feeling a bit abandoned right now. So what is the antidote to feeling abandoned is feeling in the oneness. So that's the whole point of abandonment, is so that you can feel in the oneness. So what does that mean, feeling in the oneness? So how do you feel in one-ment when you're feeling abandoned? Well, like I can just speak for myself. For me, it's and I mentioned this in my last video, is to really emotionally connect to myself. And when I emotionally connect to myself, it means I really want to nurture myself. So that's disciplining myself in my own bliss. And what does that mean, disciplining? Well, for me, it's like wellness classes. Like I give myself a day of wellness classes, whatever that might be. It might be Tai Chi. It might be sound baths. It might be meditation. It might be working out. But that's just me. I enjoy Mind Valley. Whatever is or it could be creativity. What do you want to create? What really floats your boat? Like, what do you love? Do you love to write? Do you love to paint? Do you love to sculpt? Is it like my daughter likes to rug hook? If you go on YouTube, you'll find a class for every little thing and create, and you'll lose yourself. Okay, and when you start to do that, you start to feel in oneness with yourself, and you no longer feel abandoned. It's like you get closer and closer to the divine as you're doing that. Okay, let's grab stuff from the bag. Any guidance? Or anything. So let's do the divine masculine first. So first we'll say any messages for the divine masculine from the divine feminine, or any guidance. We'll just ask it that way. Any messages for the divine masculine from the divine feminine, or is there any guidance here for the divine masculine? So we're going to ask for 3, please. I might just have to pull 3. 1. Before it blows away. 2. Okay. Whoops, too many. All right. Before they blow away. All right, so let's see what we got here. For the DMs, we have stable. Yes, stable. So the divine masculine. So the guidance is to be stable as best you can. So it's almost like I like to use the Wheel of Fortune as an example as we go through this great amount of change. I mean, the change is ridiculously high. Anywhere you go, right? The change is big time. It's like, don't hang on to the outside of the wheel where you're like flapped around and like you're going in circles, you're going to get dizzy, right? It's like, stay centered and stable. Be inside the wheel and be centered while the change is good. It's like be the eye of the storm. All right, and the DF wants their divine masculine to know, I know that you're my twin flame. I know that you're my twin flame. So DF letting their DM know that. Okay. And courage. So that is another advice for the divine masculine. You're the pioneer. Don't give up. Have courage. Yes, you're a pioneer. Be the pioneer. Take that gamble. Okay. And then we also have knight. Okay. So the knight is not quite a king, but it's also not a page. And so, when we see the knight, it is somebody who is still working on themselves, not quite at their peak, still figuring things out. Because once you become the king, it's like you have that vision, right? And then there's like no like even thinking about getting off like this twin flame journey. There's no question. It's like like what's right for you. Okay, so that's the guidance with that. And then we have, of course, metamorphosis. Just know it's not for nothing. What you're going through is a metamorphosis. All right. This twin flame journey is not to kick you in the butt. It's not to make you suffer. It is for metamorphosis. All right. Let's take a look now on the divine feminine side. What's the guidance, or what does their divine masculines want them to know? 3, please. Let's pull 3. What does their divine masculines want them to know, please? Or What's the guidance? 3. I feel like I should pull 3 in a way. I do see. I feel like I need to pull 3. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what this says. Let's grab them. Yeah, Divine Feminines, the Queen. That's beautiful. So being the Queen, that again is, it's like being a sage, right? It's like knowing that you're on the right path. It's like, this is a relationship with your soul first and foremost, and you're going to keep going, and you're balancing out in your divine masculine and your own divine feminine energies. Not an easy feat at all. And again, a pioneer. That's beautiful. All right. So we also have third party. So that's very interesting on the divine feminine side. So the divine masculine, I believe, is telling you that they think that you might have a third party involved. I got this in my last video. That's why I'm thinking, because this is either advice or what the divine masculine wants their divine feminine to know. And so the divine masculine may be suspecting there's a third party, or that you might be thinking of a third party, because it's like you share a soul. So it's like they know. It's like it's just they know. Okay. All right. And the divine masculine letting their divine feminine know this relationship challenges me to the core. Okay. Divine masculine letting their divine feminine know this relationship challenges me to the core. All right. And then lastly, we have transmute. This would be advice. So transmute, use your violet flame, or, whatever it is, some kind of whatever tool you use to transmute. I like to transmute with the violet flame. You could transmute any situation energetically, okay, with love and blessings, the Ho'oponopono. Just visualize the violet flame or golden flame or whatever color you like to use, and you can transmute the energy into something very high vibrational, something very healthy, something very loving. You can transmute anything. Could be a relationship, it could be food, it could be chemtrails, it could be chemicals, it could be EMF waves. That is your tool. That is a gift from your guides. I should say specifically Saint Germain. Okay, well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.